DaniLeigh, how are you doing?
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Congrats on the new album movie. It's available on all music platforms.
Hey, thank you.
How you feeling about it?
How you feeling?
No, I think it's pretty
I'm
fire.
good. Thank you. No, I'm really happy. Like, it's just the response. Like, just feels so good to be out. I've been working on it for a minute now, so it feels really good to just, for it to be out.
Yeah. What was the main inspiration behind
Love.
it?
It was just really like how I live life and go through life and just go through relationships and everything like that. I'm a big lover, so I feel like every time I do music, I either am writing about that or, whatever. And yeah, that's how I work. It's just like all last year, I was just like touring and shows and everything, like fast life. And it was like, Mom, like I'm on an interview. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that was really it. Yeah,
What
just real
song
life
defined you
all
the
day
most
long,
off of
real
the album?
feelings and emotions. So
What song do you feel as though defined you the most off of the album?
defines. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if there's a song that defines me the most because I feel like every song is just me in a different bag. You know what I mean? Because it's like I have Monique where it's like I'm in my bag. I'm at a place where I'm doing me and I'm like, I'm gonna get my money, my bread, and stack my shit up and just, be a bad bitch. And then I have like situations where it's like a super like it's like a super like 90s like nostalgic like vibe where it just brings you back, but it's also just speaking how I am as a girl, like I'm a loyal person and this and that. So I don't know, it just depends on the day. you
And
know
speaking of the 90s, you brought up the 90s. I know you were heavily inspired by Aaliyah and Missy Elliott.
yeah, I was for sure. Missy, I loved her music videos and her creativeness, and like she was just a character, and I feel
Mhm.
like I always bring little kids in my music videos. I feel like that's something that she always did, even like dancers and stuff. And
Mhm.
then Aaliyah was just so like soft spoken and cool, and I feel like that's like the other side of me too. So
She brought a different swag to the game that no one had ever.
no facts, like it was only one her, and I feel like there's only one me. I don't
Yeah.
know, what I'm saying, cocky shit, but like I like like there's really no other girl like me. Like everybody got their own little situation or whatever. So I feel like, that's mine.
Yeah, and just from listening to the album movie, you hear the raw vocal ability which you have, and I look for that in artists nowadays, and it's so rare because everyone's always sticking to one trend, whether it's the auto tune as their main sound, and I'm always looking for those artists that keep that tradition going with the real R&B sound, and you're doing that. The pioneers are proud.
Thank, thank you. I was really like, wanting to get that recognition this year and like with this album. That's why I made it more R&B based. I have been dropping songs like Dominican Mommy, Levi High, like, what I mean? I can flex on the track, but I feel like this time was just like perfect just because we inside. Like all those songs that I did back then too were just so like festival driven and like, you know what I mean? I was booking Rolling Louds and things like that. So
Yeah.
that's where my mind was at, you know what I mean? So this moment, like this album, like let me like really go in on my R&B side. So I'm definitely like happy about that.
What was it like working with Fabio Foreign on Dominican Mommy?
Fire. I love Fabi. That's my dog. He's so cool. Like the coolest person. Like probably one of the funniest class for real. Yeah, he's a character. Um, no, I just like, it was easy. Like I did the drill song and I was like, okay, I need a drill person on this for sure. And I just sent it to him and he sent it to me right back. So we got other songs too. Like we didn't do Dominican Mommy together, but we did a different song for the first time, like one time in New York. I like hopped on one of his songs. And then after we did Dominican Mommy, now he got another joint coming out with me and another artist. So we definitely have like a cool friendship. That's my dog for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely a big artist out here emerging, especially in New York City with the drill movement. Did he have any inspiration for the title movie? Because he says that a lot.
Right. I
Yeah.
told him that I was naming the movie, and he was like, "What movie?" Like he got hyped, but no, he didn't have no inspiration. Like obviously, he says it and stuff, but nah. I feel like my life is a movie. I feel like and then I wanted to make a movie along with it, and then just making it into a movie, calling it movie was just like, oh shit, this is a movie, like, and it's real life. So that's why I named it movie.
I'm going to have to get into Prince because not everyone gets to work with an icon like that. Everyone always talks to you about Prince, but I mean, what was it like working with such an icon, and what were some of the things that you learned from him that really gave you an edge in this music industry?
Um, he taught me a lot, man. Like just getting the cosign from him, like from the jump, that was like enough that I could ever get. You know what I mean? But I was 18 at the time, so I was a baby, and I was just like new to the game. So he just like really like loved everything I did. Like if I would give a suggestion, I'd kind of be unsure about it or whatever, but he was just all for it. He's like, whatever you thinking, like I want to know type, and I was like, wow, like he really thinks I'm a dope person. Like, okay. So it was dope to just get that cosign. It gave me confidence to keep going,
Yep.
like I got Prince's cosign. I got a song with Prince. I'm like, I'm lit. you know? So yeah.
I mean, not everyone gets to work with him, like I said before, because that's an icon. We refer to legends as legends, but that's Michael Jackson status right there, Prince.
But I know it literally is. There's only Michael and Prince. Like, I mean, who else could? I mean, like Elvis or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just Michael and Prince for real.
Yep. If you had to take a wild guess from making this album and creating the amazing songs off of it, what song do you think Prince would have loved the most?
He would have loved my R&B for sure. Like maybe Situations. He probably would have liked My Terms of Party Next Door. Um, he probably would have like Put You On. He definitely loved R&B. So any of those. I Wish. He probably would have loved I Wish. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, he was a versatile artist just as you are. Curious question that I have is that hip hop legend Fat Joe supports the Latino and Latina artists in the music industry. Has he reached out to you at all in support of your album?
Yeah, actually, I just was on a IG live with him. He'd be doing like the
Oh, the
questions
Fat
and
Joe
stuff,
show.
like
Yep.
the interviews. I told my brother to come over.
Oh, good. We're back. Okay. I was just about to email your manager, being like, I'm still going to be here. We're just going to go to commercial break.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. It's
Oh, no
my Wi-Fi.
problem. Yeah,
Hold
it
on.
happens. Zoom is crazy, especially now with COVID-19 and the pandemic. It's a wild adjustment. We'll look back on it. But I was talking to you before about Fat Joe. What has he said about the album?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him about the album. He definitely supports me though, because we had that interview the other day, and he just praised me on how like dope I was as an artist and everything, and I have my own like brand and own aesthetic, like my own sound and everything. So he definitely like shows love. But no, I need to hit him up, see what he thinks.
Yeah, I'd love to have you on a song with him. That would be crazy.
Right? It'll be some real throwback type.
Yeah. The Terror Squad. You racked up a lot of amazing features on this album. Party Next Door, Ty Dolla Sign. Who are some people that you're looking to work with in the future? Because I'm going to name a few. I'm going to throw a few names out there. Drake, Jay-Z, Nas, and Stevie Wonder. I think those are some people that I could see you on a track with.
Wow. That's so cool. Okay, Stevie Wonder. What? That would be crazy. Man, I definitely want to work with Drake for sure. I mean, there's just so many people that I definitely want to work with. Every feature I ever got was like organic, so I feel like it's just once it's meant to be, it'll happen type of thing. But Drake, I want to do something with Travis Scott. I want to do something with Rosalia. I want to do something with Bryson Tiller. Um, Rihanna.
Yeah.
If she ever, But yeah.
How about any of the artists that you mentioned in Superstar? Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye. Kim's not an artist. She doesn't count.
Definitely Beyonce. What? That'd be crazy. Kanye would be insane too. So, I mean Jay-Z too, but if I had to pick, I'd probably pick either Beyonce or Kanye. For
Beyonce
sure.
or Kanye. That would be big time. That would be big time. What are you doing as far as virtual performances? Anything of that nature? Do the no concerts?
Yeah, I've been like that's literally all I've been doing is just virtual stuff. Either like performances or like shoots, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all been virtual and like only a certain amount of people in a room type of thing. But it's kind of like whatever. I'm ready for outside to open, which who knows when that'll be because I feel like 2021 is about to be the same thing. So, just another year for all of us to stay focused and just get creative.
Hmm.
That's all we
How do
can
you
do.
think you've grown from your last album that you released?
I definitely grown. I'm more grown. As a woman, you grow up, you learn a lot about yourself and, go through life and relationships. You just learn and learn. So it definitely helps me grow. I've grown as a writer, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm more personal and more relatable to people. My beats is always fire. I
Yeah.
use a lot of the same producers though, like all the producers I've been working with be on all my albums. Shout like to Yanni, to Retro, Bongo. But then I got a couple of new people too, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Dark Child was the superstar, Rodney Jerkins, so that was insane. So I definitely grown like with everything. Visually, everything. Everything I do, I make sure I just like level up no matter what it is. As long as I'm continuing to go up, like that's all that matters for me.
It's important. As everyone knows, the title of the album is Movie. Would you want to get into acting at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the next step for sure. I want to do that. I was like, book a movie, but then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make my own movie first. So, I accomplished that, but I definitely want to get into movies. I definitely feel like I'm dope as an actress. When I was younger, like I used to do that because I was a dancer and like, we had commercials and stuff like that. I have like even music videos, you gotta act a little bit, but no, I've done like little roles here and there. So it's definitely something I want to tap into. I wanted to just go crazy with my music first, like establish my artist career and then go into movies.
What genre movie would you want to do first? Drama, action, comedy, horror?
Mm. I kind of feel like I want to do action. Like I want to be like Catwoman or some shit. I'd be on some police type shit, like
And what's
right?
crazy is that in paying homage to Prince, he did the Batman soundtrack in 1989. You could do the Catwoman soundtrack.
Okay.
See?
I am.
Who designed the album cover?
My boy Audie.
Yeah, he did.
The one that was walking around back here.
He
He's
designed it.
yeah, he's my photographer, so he does all my covers.
How do you feel the album cover captures the messages off of this album?
It was just very like I felt like it was just very like sexy and like it just looked like a movie to me. I wanted to make sure the cover looked like a movie, like something was happening. You know what I mean? You know when you scrolling through looking to see, you just look for the cover to see if the movie's good type of thing. So I felt like it was dope. It was
Mhm.
like mysterious, like you can't see my face, but you can see like it's love. I felt like it resembled love. So, and I feel like the whole story, the plot of it all was love. So,
It
yeah.
reminded me a lot of Stranger Things.
I
Yeah.
hear that all the time. I
Yeah.
didn't know that, first of all. It's crazy because when people were saying it, like that's literally what I like went and looked it up and I was like, oh damn, like it do, but it's a different font though. We looked it up. Like, oh, my bad. But
you're,
it
you're
definitely had like, that vibe for sure.
you're emerging as one of the major singers in this game right now. What are some other your major career achievements or goals that you want to have?
Man, I just anything I do, I just really want to like excel at it. Like I wanna tap into my like fashion. I love fashion. It's another passion of mine. So I want to do like a clothing line, beauty, makeup, all that. Like just everything really. Like even like having people like in a label like type thing. Like even signing artists. Like that could be something I do later on because I feel like I have that eye. Like I'm really good at picking beats. I'm really good at spotting out talent. Like so, yeah, just everything creatively.
DaniLeigh, is there anything else that you love to tell my audience here today? The floor is yours. Anything about the album? If you're releasing any vinyl copies of movie, anything?
Yeah, man, I mean, just go check out the album. The full movie's on YouTube, and it's doing really well. And just keep streaming that movie. Share it for me, y'all. Thank you.
Upcoming visuals? Any more upcoming?
We're gonna work on some of the videos that we didn't shoot in the music video, so that's gonna be next.
Yep, I'm sure everyone will be looking forward to it. Congrats on the new album. It's doing well in the charts, and I wish you the most success in the future. We'll watch you grow as an artist, and we'll love to have you back on the show at St. John's at WSJU Radio once you release anything new in the future.